Hello, I wanted to do a little short review on a palette that I picked up the other day at Ulta. I've been purchasing makeup a little bit more often recently because I'm trying to build a kit for to become a freelance makeup artist. So I picked this up in hopes that I would be able to use it while working on a client because it has so many different things in one palette. And it was a little bit more accessible than having to order something from anywhere. So I got this at Ulta, like I said, and it's called the Smashbox Wish for the Perfect Palette. And that's what the front of the box looks like that it comes in. And that's just the back. And it was $59 for the palette, and it says that it's a $260 value. Sometimes I don't really go for that, you know, when they say, oh, it's $1 million value, and it's only $5. This, I kind of tend to believe it. There's quite a bit of stuff in here, and I'll just read you what it says on the back of the box. If you're familiar with Smashbox at all, they're not an inexpensive brand. They're not, you know, way above and beyond some ridiculous, exorbitant amount, but they're not inexpensive either. So it's 49 eyeshadows, and right there you've got a whole lot of money. There's small squares of eyeshadows, but it's still 49 different colors. 10 cream eyeliners, 6 brow powders, 1 brow wax, 8 lip gloss, 2 blush, 1 bronzer, 1 highlighter, and 4 mini brushes. My neighbor is outside looking in here at me talking to a camera. Interesting. Anyways, so that's the outside box, and then when you open it up, it's this. There's a couple of things that aren't the most exciting about this to me. One of them is what I'm showing you right now, the packaging. I was, like I said, hoping to be able to hold this in my hand while working with a client. First of all, it's too heavy for that. I should have known that when I picked it up, but like I said, I'm just getting started. Sorry about that glare from the lamp there. When you open it up, clearly there's 2 little drawers here as that one keeps popping out. When you open it up, this is what you see. This is attached. I was hoping that lid part would come off because it would make it easier to work with, but it doesn't. I'm kind of contemplating detaching that because you don't necessarily need it. There's another flip lid here, and that has a nice big mirror. I mean, it's a nice big mirror too. It's not a small little cheapy one. And then in the first layer, you have your 49 eyeshadows, your 2 blush, your 1 bronzer, and your 1 highlighter there. And I'll take that plastic off so you guys can see. They're decently colored. I mean, it's a decent arrangement, you know. It's a lot of different colors. It's some matte, some shimmers, some sparkle, not, you know, chunky sparkle, but some sparkly eyeshadows. The colors are richly pigmented. They're not chalky. They go on nicely. I haven't had any problems with creasing. I mean, of course I do use a primer, but still, some eyeshadows will still crease. I'll just kind of show you a couple of them just on my finger. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. So they're nice eyeshadows, you know. It's a nice baby blue. There's some good highlight colors going on in there. So it's a good arrangement, a nice variety of eyeshadows. When you pull out these little drawers, you can pull them all the way out, which I like, because then you can hold that in your hand at least. The first drawer is the cream eyeliners and your brow powders. I just am leaving that on there to keep it from getting yucky. The top row is your brow powders, and then everything else is your cream liners except for this, and that's your brow wax. So the other thing that I wasn't really super excited about with this palette was the cream liners. I used the black and a little bit of the brown, and I found them to be a little too creamy, meaning they're not very pigmented to me. So I kind of wasn't too fond of that, but I will give it another shot. If at nothing else, they would still make a good cream shadow base if you wanted to use them for that. But I'll get back to you on that because I've only used them once, the liner, and I only used 1 color. So it could have just been me having a weird day. You never know. I do that. I have weird days. All right, and then we'll pull the second drawer out, and that is your lip glosses. And then the glosses are fine. I mean, they're not sticky. They're not overly pigmented, but they're not so sheer that you couldn't kind of wear them alone for a little bit of color if you wanted to. I'll swatch all this stuff and post pictures on my blog for you if you'd like to see that. And then it comes with 4 different brushes, and I'm just going to pull those out. There's 2 in the lip gloss palette, and there's 2 in the cream liner brow shadow palette. And I used this one, sorry, it's a little dirty. This is, to me, that's a push liner brush. I don't know what you guys call it, but they kind of suggested using this one for your brows, which I tried it yesterday and it works pretty well, but I like an angled brush for my eyebrows because I have brow issues. There is an angled brush there. I haven't used that yet, but it's pretty firm and it feels like it would be good to use for your brows, so I might try that tomorrow. There's a lip brush. It's a little too skinny for my liking, but it's a lip brush nonetheless. It's a decent brush. It's not, you know, it doesn't feel super cheapy, junky. And then there is a flat kind of a shader brush that is okay for maybe packing color on the lid and then maybe being able to sort of blend out, but it's pretty small. I don't know if you can tell by the size of my hand. They're all pretty short. But I mean, you know, as far as brushes in a kit goes, of something that you get like this, they're usually really crappy and you just have to kind of chuck them. Excuse my word there. So these are usable, but they're just not going to be, you know, usable as maybe your only brush set. Unless you just don't have any brushes, and then in that case, it's a good investment for brushes. So overall, I like the palette. I like the price really well, $59 for all of that. Not too fond of the packaging, not too fond of the cream liners. Everything else to me is well worth the price. Everything's very pigmented, stays on your face. Nothing's chalky or cheap feeling or anything like that. So I like that a lot. And then one other thing that I did pick up, I got this at Walmart, and this was $8. And it's by Hard Candy, and it's called Glamazon Glow. What it is just kind of like a little, maybe to be used like a little gift item. The reason I got it was because I wanted their face primer and their bronzer without having to purchase the big ones, which I think are $8 each. No, primer is $6, bronzer $8. Good price, but still. This is the little face primer that you're supposed to put on underneath your makeup. This is too sheer for me. It just kind of rubs in like a lotion, as far as I'm concerned. You can kind of feel that silky feeling that you feel with a face primer, but for someone who has, you know, acne, blemishes, and large pores from my teenage years not being very kind to my face, I need a little heavier primer. But maybe a younger person who just kind of wants a layer in between their makeup and their face, good primer. I used it yesterday. And then it comes with this little, it's called Glow All the Way Infused with 24 Karat Gold Glamazon Bronze Face and Body Luminizer. That's a really long name. And what that is just a little cream. Looks like that. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I'll swatch all this stuff and put it on my blog. But it's a really pretty goldy, it's like a rose gold bronze. I don't know how else to explain it. You can definitely see the gold in it. And you could use that anywhere you wanted, like a little gold highlight. You could use it here. You could use it on your eye if you wanted like a really pretty gold. I'm thinking for maybe the holidays. You know, a lot of people like to wear like gold and sparkle and stuff for Christmas and New Year's when they wouldn't any other time of the year. I really like it. I think it's very pretty and it stays on very well. You could put it like, you know, here if you wanted a little gold highlight. I don't know if you can see that there. And then it comes with a little miniature lip gloss, which is fine. It's a little too sticky for my liking, but it's not like super sticky, gooey, yucky. It's definitely usable. It's just not my favorite consistency. Let's put some on my finger and see if I can show you, which I probably can't show you the consistency, but I'll try. See, it's a little too sticky for me. I don't like that sticky feeling on my lips. Some people don't care, but it's pretty. It's just kind of got a little bit of a sparkly glow to it. It's not really a color. And then this would be my favorite, and this is their Baked Bronzer. and that's called the color Tropics, and it's really pretty gold bronze highlighter. Let me see if I can get it on the back of my hand there somewhere where I haven't done anything else. I'll keep turning my hand to see if you guys can see it. It's really pretty. I like it. And again, I think I'm just going to use that there, which I just did. I don't know if you can see it or not. Probably not. But I like it. I like the whole kit, and it was $8 for the whole kit. You really can't beat that, especially for if you want to just kind of try their products out. Hard Candy is a line, like I said, that's sold at Walmart. I'm not really sure where else. Everything that I've tried of theirs I like so far, so you might want to give it a go. I have a couple more things that I will review and show you guys probably the beginning of next week. I haven't actually had a chance to use them very much yet, so I'll let you know what I think. If you have any questions, leave them in the description, the box below down there, that thing. Please subscribe. I really would appreciate it. You guys are helping me out a lot by doing that. And I really appreciate you stopping by and watching my videos. If you have any requests, any questions, just leave them down below and I will definitely answer them. Any videos you'd like to see, anything like that, and please check out my blog. Thank you for stopping by and have a great day.